WholeCEO with Lisa G. I'm the best-selling author of The Boss Weight Loss. I'm bringing you the top tips to be unstoppable. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to actually pull up a chair with today's top experts in weight loss, mindset, and business. Learn our top tips to set you up for success so that you can have more energy, be fit and resilient, and feel unstoppable. She's a CEO, investment advisor at ChappelWood Financial Services, author of It's All About Money, Honey, TV contributor for the Today Show, Fox News, Fox Business, NBC, CBS, ABC, and founder of the Financial District of Oklahoma, located in Edmond, Oklahoma. Victoria Woods, I'm so excited to have you today.
I am so excited to be here. I absolutely love your energy. People think that I have a lot of energy. They haven't met my new friend, Lisa.
Thank you so much, honey. I love coffee. It helps. Okay, so let's jump right in.
Okay, there's the difference. I drink warm water. If I was on coffee, my staff would get me drugs. So
they'd have to peel you off the ceiling, I'm guessing. I know. I always have to find that balance between caffeinated and over caffeinated and anxious and like twitching. But I want to jump into the content so you can help our audience be unstoppable. And I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite topics too. Two of my favorite topics, really, goal setting and visualization. Can you talk to our audience about how important those two things are?
Oh, they are critical to your success and to your life, Lisa. Number one, I have been setting goals my whole life. I have been a goal setter. I'm one of those people that not only do I have goals, but I write them down. Not only do I write them down, I put them in front of me. Not only do I put them in front of me, but I read them daily. I read them in the afternoon. I'll read them at night. You consistently want to make sure that you're setting your goals. The most important thing, and please do this, because I didn't do it at the beginning. I just started doing this 4 years ago. I'm embarrassed to say it, but it's the truth. I now make cards, and they're so they can fit in your purse, in a man's pocket. They have our company logo, and they list my top goals. Please read them over. And now tell me, how can you help me reach one of my goals?
I love that.
You send them to her. And honey, believe me when I tell you, I give them to everybody. I give them to Nick, who cleans my office. I give them to a executive that comes in that wants to sell me some radio or TV advertising. I give them to my business partners. I give them to my clients. I give them to my friends. And if it's the governor, president, it doesn't matter. The governor, the first time I reached out and gave these to our governor, he says to we're in this big house, and he yells, "Sarah, come here." And she comes running in, and he goes, look at this. This is what entrepreneurs do. She said, not only does she have goals, not only does she write them down, not only does she have them for herself, she hands them out to people.
I like that. So say that all from the beginning really quick. I just want to make sure I have this captured. So what do you do with your goals? Let's have the Victoria Woods version. I want everybody to do this. Everybody take a pen and paper and write this down. So just recap. So we're talking about goals, and what you do, you write them down and you print them up and you hand them to everybody.
Everybody. So you say right here, what I do, what I can do. And then you sit down and write down your goals. And your goals have to be listed. And when you list your goals, you have them listed here to say, number one, I want 3 new, or in my case, it's 3 new $5 million clients for this year. So if you can help me with that. I want 6 guest speaking appearances with women's groups and organizations this year. I want to recruit a new female this year. So you list them here. You give them to people because they're your goals. You create your goals. Don't get too many. Just get your top 5. Then what you do is you write them down. Then what you do is you say them to yourself, and you tell your staff and everyone. Then every single person you meet, what do? You hand them one of your goal cards. This is the kicker. Not only do you give it to them, you also, because I carry them in a little baggie. In a baggie. And I give them out, have them in my purse. I give them out. And when I give them to someone, what do? Is I take another card and I write their names down. And I show them. Now, I'm putting you on my list. So I'm going to remember that I gave them to you, because the next time you see me, I'm going to ask you. Or the next time I call you, you're going to know what I called about. I want to know what you're doing to help me be able to reach my goals this year. That's it.
I love that.
And let me tell you, the first year I did it, astronomical. I mean, literally in a week. Within a week, I started getting, it was just putting out there in the universe, and things started happening. It's amazing. It makes all the difference. I will never, as long as I'm breathing, I will never, ever, ever again not have goals and put them on a card and hand them out to people. And I've even gone up to guys at a meeting and I go, well, where are my goals? I said, and I'll start patting them on their pocket. And they'll go, Victoria, what do you do? I go, well, I want to make sure you have my goals, because I told you to put them in your pocket, close to your heart, and I want you to think you can do to help me reach my goals. You asked me, Victoria, how can I help you grow your business? Glad you asked that question. Let me show you. There you go.
I love that. I'm going to do that, and I hope you guys are taking notes. And
it works. It makes all the difference in the world.
And do you make sure they're SMART goals, obviously, like specific, measurable, attainable,
Absolutely.
realistic, time-bound?
They have to be. I mean, everybody knows that you have to have those. And I don't even say I'm not a realistic person. I say make them big. I know, honey, I'm talking big. I'm the 10.
Me too. I'm like, big. Dream big is one of my favorite things.
Exactly. Why go small? Why in the world? What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst? I even talk about that in my little black book. I did this. This is kind of inspirational, and it's called the Little Black Book. But in the back of it, I talk to you about goal setting and why in the world, would you not reach for the stars? Why wouldn't you dream big and then tell everybody about it? If there's something about, it's the law of the universe. You put it out in the world, you manifest it. I'll give you a great example. Just this year, we do a goal setting and visualization. You're going to think we're crazy, but here's this big
I love this stuff. You're preaching to the choir over here. Tie it in with the visualization too. I want to hear about that.
I want to take my laptop and walk around and show you this, because I've got a visualization board in my office. It's just a cardboard. It's a poster board, and it's got the things I want. Well, I don't want a lot of stuff, because I've got fancy cars. I've got 6, 7, I don't know how many furs and stuff, and diamonds and jewelry. I got stuff. But these are some, things that I want. Well, my husband, he comes in and he thinks all this is wacky. Well, all my staff is doing it. We look like, kindergartners with our scissors. We're cutting out things. Damon is putting airplanes on his. He wants the company to have an airplane. He said, I want an airplane. He goes, wait a minute, we need 2. Victoria needs her own personal one, and I need my own personal one. So we have these visualization boards. Shelley is always putting beautiful hotels. That's what she loves. That means travel and luxury and these fancy hotels. So my husband kind of thinks we're all crazy, but he wants to participate. So he's there. He supports us. And he cuts out one thing. And it was one thing. And it was just this. And I've got the board. It's just this one little thing. And it's Rio de Janeiro. He wants to go to Rio.
Oh.
And I was like, well, baby, because we travel all over the world, right? So I like, well, sweetheart, I didn't know that was the top of your list, because for 20 years it was Sydney. So we go to Sydney for a month. That's fabulous. But he was this one thing. I promise you, it was a week. I don't even think it was a whole week, like 3 days. All of a sudden, I get this email out of the blue from, I don't even know where it came from, some travel something company with a special to Rio de Janeiro.
So it works. The laws of attraction and the visualization and the goal setting, it all works. I have a plane on my vision board too, and I have Dream Big and have all that in my book, The Boss Weight Loss too. I believe in all these things, but I'm so happy that you have proof that it works.
If you knew where I came from and you saw where I am now, you're going to go, okay, whatever. People have called her crazy. They've called me crazy many times. Don't care. I sold a building one time. I promise you this. So this is another one. I can give you 100 stories, but this one, I wanted to sell this building for a certain amount of money. And all of these gentlemen that are so smart, of course, and I respected them. bankers, construction owners of these big companies told me, Victoria, take the money, take this offer and run. It's 300% increase. Just take it. Well, I had in my mind, if I'm going to sell my building, my bank building that we were obviously in, I just bought it. It's my first one. It's like your first home. I mean, literally almost 12 months to the day before they finally offered me what it was that I wanted. But I just kept telling every day. I wouldn't talk to my husband because they were all putting negative thoughts in my head. Just sell, just sell. A senator came to me and said, Victoria, if you don't sell your property, he said, everybody's going to surround you. You're going to be like that little old lady in a house with this big, complex around you. And I went, okay, thank you. Scared. I'm telling you, that was the one time I was really nervous, but I just kept after it because I knew. And in my little black book, I talk about women and your intuition in particular. Go with your gut. Listen. Just be calm, be still, listen. Because if you do, you will know what to do. And then then plug your ears. Just plug your ears, because there's going to be so many smart people that want to tell you. Let me just tell you, if I would have done with those gentlemen, and guess what I did then? I wrote their names down. Every one of them, I still have it in my vault. I got a 4,500 square foot building, so we got a big vault back there. And I would write down their names and what they told me to sell for. If I would have done that, I would have, number one, left $750,000 on the table. Number two,
Wow.
I wouldn't have the entire SKUs of everybody in town. And then everybody knew me. They were like, who is this little brunette that snuck right in here? First of all, bought this building that everybody said they wanted, and then turns around and sells it in 2 years for this astronomical amount of money.
I love it. So it's all about staying in touch with your female intuition, not listening to other people. And I love that you also say that success is getting what you want, and happiness is wanting what you get. Do you want to elaborate any more about that?
I would be happy to, because that goes back to your goal setting. Be careful what you ask for. I have a business coach that I just hired a year ago, and she asked me, what is my biggest fear? And she asked me all these questions about mindset, like she's going to teach me all this about mindset. And I thought, oh, honey, I got that. I don't need you for that. I need you for this. But good intentions, and she needs to know. And she would ask me these things, and it was always about my biggest fear, asking out loud for the wrong thing. Because I know what I know is, once I think it's kind of safe as long as it stays in here. Once I say it out loud, and once I write it down, it's going to come to fruition. So be careful what you ask for, because you will get it. Guaranteed, you will get it. So be careful you don't ask for the wrong things. I have even, and I can think of one specific circumstances, but I was supposed to meet this person, and I had just an uneasy feeling about it. And I thought, okay, so on the way to the meeting, I said, God, this is the deal. I know I say I want this meeting, but if this meeting is not going to be good, if it's not going to be good for my business, if it's not going to be good for my company, if it's not going to be good for my marriage, in other words, protect me, put this bubble around me. If it's not going to be good for me, if this relationship that we're going to develop is not going to be good for me in the long run, nix it, stop it, shut it down. And do you know, I got to the meeting. I had to travel like an hour and a half. I got to the place for the meeting, and I had this note that, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. This came up. I am unable to meet you, blah, blah. And I went, that's it, universe. Done. I'm not going to meet him. I just said this. It proved to me right then that, this is not a relationship that I should be entering into. And,
You want some of that to rub off on me? I'm going to hang out with you more often. I'm going to come to Oklahoma when I can. And I just want to know, thank you. I need some of that like law of attraction stuff. And I know that you say there's people who look for reasons to get things done, and those who look for reasons not to. So that's my last question for you today, and anything else you want to add in the mix.
Well, that's very sensitive, and I can be very blunt.
Please. I love blunt.
You don't have to ever guess where you are with me. I will tell you. I forgive very easily. I don't get mad very easily. Redundancy is a little problem for me. I don't like to be redundant. However, I know There's only two kinds of people in the world. There are people who look for reasons to get things done, and then there's all these other people out there who look for reasons not to. I don't hang out with anybody. I will give you an example. We had a Zoom call because we're having a big 5th annual Derby Day. So Derby is a big deal here because my husband bought me this beautiful custom hat from LA, had it made for me. It's very expensive. And I thought, I always wanted to go to the Kentucky Derby. Now I got this hat. Well, I haven't been invited to a party, so I'm going to have one. So I invited a bunch of people over. Oh, Lisa, you would love this party. So it's a big deal. I mean, we have a thoroughbred horse here. We have gentlemen serving mint juleps in straw hats. They're called the Chesapeake Hunks. Oh. I've got Justin. We have got a jockey, a female jockey. So, I mean, ladies in hats. Just go to my website, financialdiva.com, and look at the pictures. It's a fun day. Governor shows up. I love it. It's really well, we decided this year, because it's our 5th annual, because it just started off with me and my girlfriends, and then it became a fundraiser, and then all of a sudden we have not 15, 20 women, we have 60, and then the next year we have 85, and now this year we're looking at 100. So we have this planning committee. We just want, new ideas, because we've done everything. What else can we do different? And so here these women are on this team. Well, I went into the Zoom call, and for some reason my audio wasn't working. And the minute I start hearing them, we have a facilitator. Michelle was facilitating it, doing a great job. But they started off with negativity that, the coronavirus and people, and they're not looking to be this and that. And all of a sudden, here's the excuses coming. Well, boy, I got into somebody else's office. I got the headset on. I said, ladies, hi, I'm joining you now. Isn't this amazing? We actually all have time because we're confined. We're at home. We have time now so that you can call everybody for donations. This is fabulous. Everybody's feeling generous. Now we just have to figure out, because we're not out and about, how to get our 100 women here because, and we don't know the date because the Derby has been postponed. Doesn't mean we're going to wait till September. If we could do it in June, done. If we're going to do it in July, done. We may wait until September. But what is that? An opportunity. It gives us that much more time to find sponsors, to get better. We get donations. Honey, these are raffle tickets that are like $20, and the packages are like $1,000. We have furs given. It's amazing. So I love it. I turned those women around in about 30 seconds because I am not going to allow negativity breeds negativity. You just have to look at things in a different way. Look at things as an opportunity, not for reasons not to get some done, because that's the average person out there. You want to be passionate and you want to look for the reasons to get things done and be different. That's not average.
I love it. So you're the sum total of the 5 people that you hang around with, right?
You got it. Oh, see, we are just kindred spirits.
I want to come hang out with you so bad. I need some of your energy. You're just such a pistol. You're so much fun to hang out with. I know you have a free gift for our audience. Any final parting words that you want to leave us with?
Yes, I do. First of all, I want to thank you very much for having us on today. And I want to offer my little black book in a PDF. We want to be able to offer it. All you have to do is go to the financialdiva.com, and in the top right hand corner there's a little link that says little black book. It was just added last night for you for your podcast, and people can just go on, hit the link, and you'll get a submit, and then you'll get an email saying, we'll email it directly to you. I hope it doesn't make you blush. I hope, because I do name names and I tell the truth. So there's some very amusing stories in there, but we want to thank you, and I certainly want to. And then they can always go and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Financial Diva. At YouTube, it's just Financial Diva.
Victoria Wood, thank you so much. Oh my God, you're the bomb. Thank you.
My best advice, the best.
Save the best for last. Leave us with some wisdom.
Never will change. Don't take advice from broke people, physically, financially, or spiritually.
Thank you, Victoria Wood.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by Good Pod. Protein shakes are messy, expensive, and hard to make. Good Pod is a new amazing shake maker that's a blender and a pod in one. Take a pod, fill your glass with water or milk in 60 seconds or less. You have a healthy protein shake and it's ready to drink. Just like that.